Hi, everyone. I'm Catherine. I'm Airbnb's new global head of hosting. This is the first of many messages you'll hear from me. Today, I just want to introduce myself, talk a little bit about my role, and share my thoughts of ways in which I hope we'll work together going forward. I started at Airbnb 6 months ago, and before that, I was at Disney for 15 years. In my most recent role at Disney, I oversaw Disneyland Paris, Disney World, and Disneyland in Anaheim. I'm often asked by hosts what I learned at Disney that might be relevant to Airbnb. I would say there are three things. The first is brand. I learned how important the strength of a brand is and how a brand must deliver on its promise. If you have a trusted brand, you must do all that you can not to break that trust for all those who believe in it. And Airbnb is a trusted brand. Second, the experience we give our guests. We need to strive to at least meet, if not exceed, our guests' expectations and create that special connection and hopefully memory that will stay with them. And finally, the impact of storytelling. Storytelling is the strongest connective tissue that exists. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Disney has characters whose stories live in fictional worlds. But Airbnb has something much more impactful. We have you, our hosts, whose world is very real and whose stories live in your homes, your cultures, and your passions that you choose to share with our guests. This is why I joined Airbnb. This is why I'm so excited to go on this hosting journey with you. I truly believe Airbnb provides something unique in travel, the authenticity, passion, and connection you can only get through a host. You make this kind of travel possible. You may know that I joined Airbnb as head of Airbnb experiences, and I was so excited about this role. To me, experiences are the ultimate, not in storytelling, but story living. But 2 months after I started, we had to suspend all our experiences. It was an incredibly tough decision to make, but one that we believed was the right one to keep our community safe. I met with lots of hosts following this decision, and I saw and heard firsthand just how difficult COVID-19 was and still is on our community. But during those listening sessions, I was also inspired by the optimism, the resilience, and the great ideas I heard. We met with hundreds of you, and many wanted to offer online experiences. And we loved this idea. So we launched online experiences in 14 working days, working from home in a pandemic. And it's now the fastest growing product Airbnb has ever launched. Now, I know that online experiences hasn't provided an opportunity for many, if not most of you. After all, we have millions of hosts and only around 700 online experiences. But if there's one important takeaway for me, it's that I learned to seek ideas from you. There is so much ingenuity in this community, and I want to partner with you to unlock that. So, one of the first steps I want to take is to roll out a series of workshops to meet you, hear from you, and co-create new ideas with you. And as I said, we have millions of hosts. Not all will be able to participate, but we'll select 100 host leaders to start working with. My commitment to you is that we'll rebuild our business around you and your ideas. Now, let's talk about the new hosting team. It's the first time that we will have a single team for homes and experiences. We want to create a unified host community, recentering our business on hosts and hosting, just as we did in the early days. We want to serve you better and to show the world why an Airbnb host is different, special, and unique. So let's talk about what will change. One of the biggest things, I hope, is transparency. We've heard you say many decisions taken during the pandemic felt like they were made in a vacuum, with no consultation or partnership with you. Going forward, we want to work more closely with you on important decisions and be open about what we're thinking and even where we're struggling. For example, look at customer support. We know we're not currently providing the service you need. COVID-19 hit our business just like it hit yours. We had to make considerable staffing reductions. And the truth is, we weren't ready to provide the support we needed to. I know this is hard to believe for those of you who are not seeing bookings, but in many places, bookings have rebounded faster than we'd anticipated, which has meant more travelers asking questions, more hosts asking questions, and fewer support reps to help them. But we're very focused on addressing this issue and are working round the clock to rebuild the team. I'll keep you updated as we get back to the support you deserve and you need. I also want to be able to share more with you on the opportunities for your businesses. We've heard many of you say you want guidance. We have lots of insight into what people are booking, when they're booking, why they're booking, and we want to share those insights with you and give you more agency over what to do with that data. I'll go more into more specifics on this the next time we speak, but in the meantime, many of you have a new opportunities tab in your dashboards with personalized data on what people are booking in your area. And we will continue to roll out this data, sharing with all our hosts. None of us know what's in store with COVID-19, but we want to provide everything we can to give you the greatest control over your business. I'm here in front of you today to make clear that we want you to see us as your partner, but also to acknowledge that we have some work to do. I won't be able to solve every problem, but I want to be there to work more closely with you to help address the problems that we can solve. In the next few weeks, I'll touch on some other important topics, like the feedback from our workshops, more detail on how we plan to share insights, and the evolution of big policies that might affect your businesses. But today, I'm keeping it short. As I said, this is the first of many messages. I'm looking forward to meeting more of you in the workshops and hopefully in person soon. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Thank you.